Hi guys. Okay. I have a shadow. I have my own shadow. I'm so sorry for that. But I'm testing a theory of not only the camera situation, but also my Couture on this old, they call it container, that I got at Michael's a very long time ago. So it's got this blackness, which is kind of, but we're gonna see. I haven't done anything to it, so we're gonna see if it will actually chalk on it. So for this, we're gonna use this and the Chalkology Lime. And we're gonna just attempt to do it with Dream, Create, and Inspire. Transfer from Couture. So we have our supplies, piece of our project, and so I'm gonna use a sliver from the small squeegee. So this is the actual small squeegee. I have cut it in half, and then from that half piece, a fourth to get this. I think maybe this one might be from a third, but these are good. They're temporarily out of stock right now, but they're coming back. And these are always good to have to cut up and etc. So we're gonna try, let's see. Let's try the word create with it. So this is the Chalkology Transfer. Couture Chalk Transfer, that's what they call it. So if you've never seen any of my other videos, they are silk screens and reusable. So we want to write the backing, write some kind of backing so that we can place the silk screen transfer back on the correct side, because these are reusable. So because this one had the sticker, I don't really need to. I just know that sticker spot is where it is the back. So I'm peeling it up, gonna lay it down, making sure we have no air bubbles in just the create. Because anything in the blue right here, air bubbles can go because it's not the screen part. So I know it's not perfect, but you know, I'm probably just gonna put pens or something in it. So we're gonna sort of set it down, not in my shadow. I've got more. So we're gonna open the container, and I had my stir stick and I put my pot on top of it. So I use a plastic makeup spatula to stir my paste. They recommend you not do craft sticks, any wood, because it absorbs the moisture, and we want it to be wet, like consistency, like a yogurt one. And anything dry, you could potentially see, you could add a little water to make it the yogurt-like consistency. This is one of the newer reformulations, so it's got that good smell and great consistency. So I am just gonna slowly blab a dot. I've blabbed a lot, which we won't need all this, but that's okay. So we're just going to spread it down Oh, and I talk about air bubbles, and I have a bubble in mine. That is okay. This project's just for me. So we have all this excess we're putting right back in the container. And we're gonna get all of this wiped down and then going across to get all of that excess. So excess back in the container, and gonna further reveal. So see right there, you can tell that I have an air bubble because it's not smoothed down. That's okay. So we're just going to peel it up slowly and carefully, not to stretch the transfer, and just gonna set that down on my container, and voila, perfectly. It totally did it. No thing on it to prep the area, it just worked. And you can tell my little air bubble, you can sort of see that it wasn't laid flat. So, but you know what? Far away, you can't even tell. And honestly, it didn't get like a smudge down, so there's nothing really for me that I can clean up. So right now, it's a little wet. I could take a blow dryer or a heat gun for like embossing kind of thing to go over it just so that it dries. But it will dry within a couple seconds, so I'm not too worried. So it goes on wet, dries on hard, then you can wipe it all around and it will not budge. And then if you want to save it, you just put Krylon spray sealer over it and boom, there you go. And now with the inks, you can do this on a glass, anything that could go in the oven or use with a heat press or an iron, and boom, you have a perfect project with the inks and with the Chalkology paste. So this was my little quick live. I have, I'm going to run this underwater and then do my disinfecting. I believe I have the Great Value brand. So you run this little over water, and then once wet, disinfect it, both non-sticky side and on the sticky side, and then you want to leave the sticky side up once it's got the disinfectingness up, and then once it's all dry, you put it right back on the backing. But because this is, I haven't actually cleaned this, I'm not gonna put it on the backing. But that was my project. Sorry for my little rambling. I will be doing a live with my twin in a little bit. She just got home and had to sunbathe. She just had to. But we're gonna do a little quick project later, the two of us. So get ready for that. And there you go. That was my quick little project, and glad it worked. Thank you guys